the sky. Stand up high, right to the sky like a rabbit. Stand on your toes, stand on your toes, stand on your toes and wiggle your nose like a rabbit. Then you hip hop, hip, hippity hop, hip hop, hippity hop like a rabbit. Like a rabbit. Then you hip hop, hip, hippity hop, hippity hop like a rabbit. Like a rabbit.
Hey everybody! As you may have guessed by the title, today we are going to our first ever rabbit show. And along with us, we'll be taking Bugs and Rocky. Let's go!
Got a 14974-602. 1497602. Very thin plastic, very rough on the ankle. I don't know if you guys not eating the cup, it's very thin. RNN. Yeah, they have the crown, the body, that's the next one.
Well, that was fun first experience. We didn't win first place in anything, which is okay, but that was a fun first experience, and getting to learn and observe everything going on around me, and now I'm prepared for the next times. First, we'll talk about poor little Bugs here. He got last place in both of his shows for lack of... His fur was lacking and his flesh was thin, which I could definitely notice, but he didn't seem to want to firm up, even though I gave him the black oil sunflower seeds in the oats. And one judge even said that it looks like he wasn't eating, but Bugs eats all the time, so that's not really a problem, besides for getting smaller portions than I give him because he likes to dump his food. So he's a food dumping bunny, and he didn't even get any comments about his little bald ears, so I'm thankful about that. But he had a good head. Other than that, I think he would have done good if his flesh was thicker. So we'll be working on that and trying to thicken him up for our next show. Now Rocky here, he got 2nd place in his first show and 4th place in the second show. His comments were his head was just a little, his crown was lacking just a little bit, and something about his shoulders I don't quite remember. I think they were a little dropped or narrow, something like that. But other than that, he's pretty good. Actually, this is not Rocky's first show. I don't remember if I've said that or not. But Rocky has one leg already because he's won 1st place at a show before. So just depends on the judge and the competing rabbits against him. But yeah, he got at least 2nd place, so that's pretty good for him. I did try to film as much as I could during this whole process, but I kept forgetting to film a lot of things, and some things were just gonna be too hard to film. So building my rabbit stand, I forgot to film building that, so that is what it is. You got to see as much as you did. I wish I would have filmed more of it because it was fun building it. My brother built it for me. Actually, I came up with the plans and he put it together. And actually, a lot of people were wanting to know who built my rabbit stand today because they thought it was the most amazing one they've ever seen, I guess. But yeah, my brother built it and I would burn my name into it. And to be fair, I think it probably was the best rabbit show table there. Everybody else just had those little metal suitcase boring ones or some really old rickety ones. Mine actually had some freshness and character to it, so I think it was pretty cool. And other people did too. Another thing I didn't get to film was tattooing Bugs. I had to tattoo Bugs because he didn't have a tattoo already, so I bought a tattoo kit and I never practiced except for a few minutes before I did it on him. And boy was I so nervous. He was a pain in the rear to tattoo because I got numbing cream instead of a numbing spray, which I totally regret now because I had to let it sit in plastic wrap for an hour before I tattooed him to make sure it kicked in. And that was awful because I had him in his carrier in the house and he was in a cone just so he wouldn't mess with it, and he just kept somehow getting it off. Eventually, he let it be and he was fine. Then I went to tattoo him and boy was I scared. I was shaking. I was so scared. At first, he was moving quite a bit and I thought he was feeling it. It was making me hurt inside and sad because I don't want to hurt my babies. But then he was still through the rest of it, so I think he didn't feel any pain or any big amount of pain to bother him. So it went well and his tattoo looks pretty good. Rocky's tattoo is a little bit sketchy. It's barely visible, but Bugs, his looks pretty good. Let's see if I can show you kind of his tattoo here. Rocky, come here. Let me see. You need to turn around, Bubba. Whoop. Okay. No, come here. Here is his tattoo. It's very bad. To be honest, it's kind of rubbed off and there's like red ink spillage in there. I don't know what that is from, but it has never come off the whole time I've had him. Then here's Bug's tattoo. Very long, but a bunch of numbers, and his is very visible because I double layered it in ink so it would be really nice and visible. And they didn't have a hard time reading it, except the second judge, he mistaken the 2 for a 1, which is the last number. He for some reason said that was a 1, but it's obviously a 2. But yeah, I am so happy with how it turned out and it looks really good, and I think it'll last probably his whole life. Here I can show off my carrier cage finally that you saw in the beginning of the video. So I bought this carrier cage off of Amazon. It's actually a 3-hole, but I only needed it as a 2-hole. So there's 2 of these removable walls that I got to be able to carry 3 rabbits. And then I also got these little cups to bring food and water for them. Really cute. I also bought these carrier tags on Amazon from All Things Bunnies. And these have been super fun and handy to have. And then today there was a vendor selling these as well, so I bought 6 more in case I ended up showing 8 rabbits one day, which I might, who knows. This is just the beginning of something I might get into full term. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video and watching us go through this for this first time. I hope that one day I can be able to give tips on rabbits and their SOP. Right now I'm still a little bit sketchy on everything, but I'm learning, and so are you guys probably. So just keep watching and keep growing with us, and we'll keep making videos and helping you learn new things. Thank you so much for watching this video, and we'll catch you on the next one. Bye!